First thing is I got a nice cordless LED light, and it has an adjustable head. Helps tremendously for positioning it in a certain spot and getting a beam of light where you want it to go. And then probably the most important of them all, if I can get it up here, is my small screwdrivers for doing terminals and stepper drivers, opening them up, help them immensely. And my cordless drill. That was all a package of 3. It wasn't a bad deal. Then I have a long Phillips head. I think it's about 16 inches for those hard to reach areas. Nice set of drill bits. Impact driver. And my Gerber multi-tool. And I have a ratcheting screwdriver that I use a lot of different extra tips for. That seems to work quite well. Allen sets, I got 3 of them for different uses. One's metric, standard, and metric. Heat gun for shrink wrap. Got a pair of dikes, pliers, and needle nose pliers. Then over here we got some wire strippers. Now these are the type that will clamp. Let me see if I can get it. There we go. Will clamp first and then pull it apart. Great for some applications, very poor for others. On the thinner wire, it seems to leave a pretty big dent. On the larger wire, it does great. My dial indicator stand for setting steps per inch. Then I have got these on, I believe, either Amazon or eBay. These are for non-insulated terminals. Your pin connectors for amp connectors. These work exceptionally well. Love them to death. Probably about $29 for those. And then to the right over here we have a ferrule connector crimp tool. That was also another iSwiss, I believe. Nope, this one was eBay. And then here is my other iSwiss tool. Now this one is pretty unique in the fact that it has quite a bit of different, you have the ones that you get from Home Depot, so you can crimp those. Non-insulated, ferrules, lugs, and also the non-insulated amp types connectors. This one I believe was $49. It seems to do very well on top of everything. And then a multimeter. And what I recommend the most for when you're starting out, like I did, I didn't know which ones in particular for shrink tubing that I would use the most. So what I did is I bought a $9 kit off of Amazon that had quite a bit of different sizes in it. And then when I ran out, I'd know which ones I needed to reorder, and I could spend a little bit more money and get in a larger quantity instead of buying a whole bunch of shrink tube that I'd never used. So that's highly recommended to do. And then these containers, I love them. They're at Home Depot for I think $4.95, and you just can't beat it. It holds all the small parts in there. This one, I'm just starting to fill it up. I've got my reset momentary buttons there, Also another Amazon deal. And some of the wire management that I have. I got some DB9 female or soldered female and male connectors, wire nuts for temporary type stuff, just for testing. And then there's your Home Depot spades for power supplies. These, love these too, except I would recommend going through the center with the screw. That tape doesn't last too long. And then here's the housing for the DB9, and then some DB25 connectors, ribbon connectors. This is popular on the Smooth Stepper. Next box, got some LEDs, and then for the amp connectors, a removal tool. Does a great job at pushing those pins out. I use this one for inserting. I think I got, that's a 1032 tap or 632. And then all my ferrules, my amp connectors. I believe I get those from Ferrule Direct. And some 632s with washers. Some thermal paste and some other connectors. The last one I got here has a couple driver bits, some larger taps. This is more for the other part of my business, but I'll show it to you anyway. I got some Forstner bits. Tell you what, these right here are not cheap. Some proximity switches, some float switches, and the ends of some strain reliefs for some strain reliefs for some amp connectors. Got a little bit of everything, and miscellaneous bolts in the chuck. So this is what I normally pack up, and over here we got this for 13 bucks at Walmart when they were clearancing them out. That fits everything in there, and it weighs a ton afterwards. But this is what I go to a job with. Pack it up every single time. Probably throw a couple spools of wire in there, and have at it. And then this currently, at the moment, is my junk drawer. My power supply, my variable power supply, electric impact, my other drill. I think that's a 24 or 48 volt power supply right there. Extra servo motors. And then down here, another very nice thing. Would recommend spend the 100 bucks. Like I said, I'd recommend you spend the 100 bucks and get yourself a really good soldering iron. And then the helping hands. Makes a huge difference. I was using one from Discount Auto for a while, and switched to this, and night and day. These tools over here I don't normally take, but they are part of the arsenal. And there's the last two. My wire management, my labeler, and some zip ties. But I'm going to end it on this note. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment below, subscribe, like. See you guys later. Appreciate you.